Good morning. My name is Elizabeth, and I'm coming to you today from the music office. I'm really glad that you're joining me. This past weekend, we got to learn about another part of Joseph's story and what really seems to be yet another setback. In Genesis 39, we learn that Joseph is working in the home of Potiphar, and he's gained a lot of favor, a lot of responsibility there, and he's also gained the eye of Potiphar's wife, who has really taken a liking to him and wants to sleep with him. Well, faced with temptation, Joseph literally flees from temptation. And Potiphar's wife is not so happy about this. And so she makes up a story and falsely accuses Joseph of trying to attack her. And this lands Joseph in jail. Now we get to this part of the story, and at least for me, it has me asking the question of why? Why did God allow this to happen? Why now? Felt like we were making some really good progress here, and then we had this setback. And I'm guessing that maybe Joseph was asking some of those questions too. A couple years ago in my own life, I walked through a season of just heartbreaking loss, and it really had me asking the question, why? God, why did you allow this to happen? I felt confused and depressed and angry and disappointed, and I desperately wanted to know why, God. And if you've walked through loss, you maybe know what that feels like. And you also know that we don't usually get the answer to that question. We don't get to see the big picture and know exactly what God is doing in us and around us. Now, in Max Lucado's book, You'll Get Through This, Max offers this suggestion. He says, rather than say, God, why? Ask God, what? What can I learn from this experience? Rather than ask God to change your circumstances, ask him to use your circumstances to change you. Wow, this is a powerful question for us to be asking, because we don't always know the answer to why. And I know for me in my own life, I haven't gotten some magical answer over time of why God has allowed this, but I have seen God use the situation in my life. I've seen fruit in my life. I've seen myself become more compassionate and grateful and better equipped to walk with people who are also walking through loss. So I want to ask you today, where are you asking why when you could be asking what? Now, I want to be clear. God welcomes your questions. He welcomes your wrestling. That's part of the human experience, and God wants to know what we're feeling. And he also wants us to experience fruit. He wants us to experience the work that he is doing in us. So what is that circumstance for you today? Now, I don't know exactly how God is going to use that, but he knows. And so I want you to spend a couple minutes right now just bringing him that question. God, where am I asking why when I should be asking what? Where am I asking why when I should be asking what? And see what God says to you. Spend some time with him right now. God bless you.